And welcome to Ultimate Soccer. I tell you, is it going down to the wire or is it going to be an anticlimax? Is everything going to be decided this weekend? Because if results go certain ways for certain teams, promotion can be had this weekend. So keep it here. Keep it all the way through. We've got a great show for you. We've got some really spectacular stuff for you on this one. Not just to mention the sarcasm throughout. And remember, you are the reason why I do this. Everywhere around the world, we're connecting with people. And when I connect with you personally, like I am with this show, it means a lot. It really does. There's no bullshit. I really, really, really enjoy being a people person. Always have been. But connecting with people on this show, yeah. Now, like last video and the one before, and so many recently, people have been stepping up to the plate as poets. I call you poets on this channel. People are stepping up to the plate and putting stuff down, and it's fantastic. And people are subscribing. And recently, to you guys recently, I say big thank you. But you're going to see my thanks to you guys in the stats reel coming up soon. So we got the news, we got the stats, we got the opinion. Yeah, my opinion, my big yap. Sarcasm too. We've got highlights coming up from the last time we played against Forest Green. Do you remember what that was? Do you remember? You really will run after this one. You'll certainly remember this game and how it finished and how it started, yada, yada. So, highlights coming through too. Then the game talk, the prediction, and then we're going to finish with a story. Yeah, about something you've never seen in your lives. It's something that, well, let's put it this way. I'll explain what it is when we get there, but we got video footage, we got images, and my narration. Yes, my big yap, talking about it too. It's very different. It's not your average story. You want to, and it's not football. It's not football, this one. It's something personal. So that's at the end. And in between, we've got a nice little profile on Parker. Yeah, Phil Parkinson. So if you've been here before, you know what to do, guys. Pay for your ticket. Like the video like you always do. See, there's some of the sarcasm. If you're a newbie and you're just here for the first time, hang around. This is what happens on this show. It's all about having a good time, not a bad time. Yes, and you're welcome to subscribe anytime, hit all notifications. So let's start this off with the highlights from the last time we played Forest Green Rovers. Have a look. Yeah. Luke Young gets stuck here. Osadebe intercepts, gives and goes. Gets the return. Steers it past Arthur. 1-0, 3 minutes in. Ouch, that was terrible. McLean crosses. Keeper, defender collide. Robson takes out Mullin. Referee says penalty. Oh, yeah. Super Paul Mullin. 1, 2, 3. Boom. And you go. Again. 90 minutes plus 3. Got to say, fantastic. And, yeah. Let's take a look at Parky. And some of the little pieces I put together for Phil Parkinson. WREXHAM's great coach. I love this guy. I think he's been, well, take a look. You'll see what I'm saying. Back in a little while. Not that long. Phil Parkinson. Yeah. Our boss. Governor. Now, as promised, a profile on Phil Parkinson. And I tell you what a great coach WREXHAM have. I tell you, love the guy. He's done ever so well over the last couple of years. And I mean, you're going to see how well he's done as a coach through his career. But as of the 1st of July, which incidentally, that's Canada Day. That's a national day in Canada. So I can't ever forget when Phil was hired by WREXHAM. Now, can I? But look at that, 100 wins under his belt. Paulie Mullin, recently, 100 goals under his belt too. Let's take a look where Phil was over the years. Colchester United, I tell you what, he had a great time at Colchester United, 42.25%. That tells you how great it was, yeah? Bolton Wanderers, not so much. Bradford City had a great time there too, and WREXHAM, he's having a phenomenal time, and that's where he is up until this day. But Phil's been around. I tell you what, he's a top coach, and he's won promotion 4 times so far. Look at what he's done as a coach. Colchester United, League One runner-up. There's promotion. Bradford City, League Two playoffs. Not so bad, but he didn't go anywhere. EFL League Cup runner-up. That was a massive final. And then League One runner-up 2016-17 with Bolton. I tell you what, there's another promotion. And with WREXHAM, National League champions last year, there's another promotion. FA Trophy runner-up 21-22. And League Two promotion 23-24. Should it happen, there's another promotion for Phil. So everywhere Phil goes, he seems to do a special job, don't you think? Yeah, I say so too. But before we go any further, I tell you now, this is what I'm wearing for the game. Yep, I'm going to be wearing the black Wrexham hoodie. Fits me like a glove. I really like it. So now you know that's what I'm going to be wearing for the game. Take a look at the stats right now. There's 3 minutes of real good stuff. So, guys, remember, in the stats reel, press pause. Get a little longer on each image, and we're not going 6 minutes. We're going to race through this because I've got so much to talk to you about. But, hey, the Racecourse Ground has got another big game. You know what it is. It's Forest Green Rovers. It's going to be a bloody nail biter. Don't forget, we've got a prediction coming as well. And looking at the 12 games of glory, well, it's 9 down, 3 to go. Forest Green coming up. Then it's Crewe, then it's Stockport. And take a look down below. Played 9 games, won 6, drew 1, lost 2, 18-5, 13 in the plus, 19 out of 27, 70.3%. That's absolutely on fire. Let's take a look at the games coming through. Remember, press pause, get a bit longer on each image. And as you know, each week we talk about the top 5, where the top 5 are playing home and away. Well, there's your top 5, 4 of the top 5 playing at home in this round of games. And away from home, it's Mansfield Town taking on MK Dons. Now, if Mansfield win, that loss to MK Dons will help other teams too. We'll tell you about that when we get off screen, but there's the top 5. Let's take a look at the table as we go through. Stockport County on top, as you know, and hey, we've been in second for a little while now. I'd love it to stay that way, and it might stay that way this weekend, and with a bit of luck, we'll be in League One. But we got to have some luck come our way. But there you go. That's what's going on so far in the league. And don't forget, in 24th place in the league, Forest Green come into the Racecourse Ground. 3 points we definitely need. Let's take a look at top of the points. Looking at the top of the points, Stockport 15 for 15. But Doncaster Rovers, yes, a team you haven't heard of so far, but they've just jumped into the top 10. And I said, look out for Doncaster Rovers a few games ago. They are doing what I think they can. They may well have a chance at the playoffs, but they're going to have to keep this great form up. But 15 out of 15, Wrexham in third, 12 points. Massive. That's why Wrexham are sitting second so far. Now, on about the automatic promotion and who needs what, have a read. Press pause. We'll be moving along pretty quickly. A lot of good stuff in there. Tells you exactly what's coming on. And don't forget, Player of the Year. Couple of more candidates coming your way. First of all, James McLean. You can't forget about James. Great season so far. Bad boy, missed a yellow card. But hey, 41 games in, 4 goals. He's doing bloody greats. And don't forget, Paulie Mullin. How could you? Super Paul Mullin. Get your Player of the Year vote in down below. Let's welcome some more great people to the family. All people recently subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much. You're welcome to the family. Welcome them in, guys. And obviously, last week and the last couple of games, we've had a lot of chit-chat going down below. Thank you especially for the chit-chat. Drop your comment down below anytime, and you know anything goes here. I do not take out anybody's comments. Everything goes as long as you keep it nice, yeah? Now, prediction obviously is going to come too. You know that's going to be part of this big show. And hey, don't forget, lots of good things still to tell you about Wrexham and Forest Green. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll tell you what, that takes a little while to get together. And like PJ down there in Sydney, Australia, who loves the stats, I hope that was befitting for number 44 on the season, PJ. You let me know. Everybody else, comments down below what you think about the show, what you think about needs to be touched. If I'm not touching it, let me know. We'll touch it. Whatever it is, let me know. Okay, so moving forward. Prediction. Yes, every week I'll give you a prediction, and I'll tell you, not blowing my own horn, but I'm on a little bit of a streak, just like Wrexham, right? Yes, I don't drop many, neither do Wrexham. You know, form is temporary, class is permanent. It applies on both Wrexham and myself where we come to the scoreline department. So, yes, I'm having a laugh and you can have a chuckle too. But prediction image, what am I thinking this weekend? Because, you know, Forest Green Rovers are fighting for their bloody lives, yeah? They need points. Do they need points? And they haven't been gathering points. And the last time we played Forest Green, when they drew 1-1 with us, I said, you know what? I think this is the time now that they need to get some confidence out of that game and go on a little bit of a, you know, a good run. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. Did not happen at all. Prediction image. Have a look. I'll be back in a flash. Well, that's pretty quick, isn't it? So there's a prediction image. That's what I'm seeing. Let's get on to the game talk. And I'm saying this like I did in the last show. Not too much of the stats, not too much of the stories, but head on, you, me, fan to fan. That's what I'm talking right now. Me and you, just me and you, fan to fan, talking the game. I've got some points. So first thing I want you to think about is Wrexham just need to get out there, carry on from the last game, which I tell you what, that was a surprise. Come on, 4-1, bloody hell. I said 2-1, but 4-1, wow. And bang, bang, them 2 goals in 2 minutes in the first half. That killed the game. But I tell you what, give them credit. They didn't walk away, and they didn't disappear. Crawley kept fighting, and a bloody good team, yeah. So I was ecstatic, ecstatic. I couldn't believe it. I bet you couldn't. Tell me what you think. Drop a comment down below. Was the last scoreline 4-1 over Crawley a surprise to you? And I know you probably were like having a couple of pops more than you would have done normally. Let's put it that way. But what a bloody game. Class game, man. Class game. Absolute class. Both teams are playing football, but the finishing and the way the guys played each other, I mean, that was a tough game. There was some real good challenges, but I mean, offer respect to both sets of players, man. They played each other hard, but they played each other bloody fair, and it was a fantastic game, and the crowd were into it. And I tell you what, millions of people around the world, yes, millions, were watching their game too, because Wrexham's getting huge. But yeah, something else to think about. Another point I want to bring out to you is that, do you think that this is going to go down to the wire? You see, if Wrexham lose, that's heaven forbid. But if Wrexham lose, then it sort of stalls and postpones things, and people can catch up to you. And, anything's possible. The only team that's in a really good, solid position for promotion as a gimme is obviously Stockport, and they're probably going to win the title too, unless it's that game at the racecourse ground that means something. But my question to you is is this game, this round, is it going to be like where it all finishes and Wrexham get promoted and so does Stockport? I'm saying, is it going to be an anti-climax finish, or is it going down to the wire? What do you think? I'm asking you. Anti-climax or down to the wire? Down below. You know what to do. Be a poet. Here's something else to think about. I'm just shooting ahead, and I'm hoping that the good form that Wrexham has continues, because it should. But as you know, after this one, it's Crewe Alexandra on the road, and then it's Stockport County at the racecourse ground. Question to you. Do you think that game is going to be for something special? Do you think it's still going to be on? Because let's face it, Stockport's got a few tricky games away from home until the end of the season. They're 2-2, 2 games on the road, 2 games at home, but they're tricky games. If they drop them, Wrexham or maybe Mansfield can get close. So it's a case of, will game 46, the final game of the season, will it mean anything? What do you think? Down below, tell me what you're thinking. Here's something else to think about. I'm going to ask you a question straight off the bat. Me and you, nobody else in the room. Do you want to see Wrexham gain another promotion? That means in League One next year, they do what they've done this year. And you know what? Here's a funny thing. Wrexham have not been first in the table all season. The best they've been is second. They've never been first. Don't you find that kind of surprising, considering we're right in the middle of things? But Wrexham's never been on top of the table. But do you want another promotion straight away? I mean, the headlines are already been written about Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney's team getting a second promotion, yada, 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 out in the States, all over the world. Probably in your backyard, Malaysia, Australia, probably in Germany, France, Italy, maybe in Britain, maybe in England, maybe in Ireland, maybe in Wales, maybe in Scotland. But the stories are being written. So game 46, is it going to mean anything? That's one. Do you want another promotion? And if you do want another promotion, I'll say this much. When it happens, should it happen, if it happens, when Wrexham one day get out of League Two and go to League One. Now, I can't be fairer than that. I'm not jinxing anything with that, am I? Hey, really? So when that day does come, ask yourself a serious question about the team and about the squad. And you've seen enough evidence with teams we've played from leagues above us this season. That registers. You look at those games, you look at the scores, you look at the percentages, the passing, the shots on target, the saves, the fouls, everything. Cards, the works, the whole works. It tells a story about where we sit with teams that are bigger. What I mean by this is, if Wrexham get promoted this season and go up, in my estimation, we need to do the 3-3-3 routine. I think we're okay as a goalkeeping situation. Should Arthur Okonkwo stay, i.e. the loan be lengthened, or get in there and buy the guy. And Arthur, you need a club. You want a career. Get in with Wrexham, man. Going places. You'd be the number one all the way through. It'd be the smartest thing you could do. Your dad would tell you that. Surely he would. But anyway, the thing is, the 3-3-3 club, I believe we need to add 3 top defenders, 3 top midfielders, and 3 top forwards. And the caliber of the players that we need to bring in are championship players and top League One players. Because if you want to get to the top of League One, you're going to need the top players in League One to get you there. And if you add half of that condiment of 9, maybe 4 from the championship, that's going to get you right close where you want to be. Then retain the cream of the crop that we've got right now, and unfortunately farm out the rest. There's going to have to be sacrifices made. If you want to be the best, you slowly have to get rid of guys that give you great service but can't step up to that level. Think about that. Now, I'm going to finish off with a little bit of a story, and you're going to love it because it's not your average story. I can tell you that. And it's nothing to do with football. And after that, we'll close it down with my closing address and summary on the game and a few more points that you're going to love. But I'll tell you what, one thing is for sure. I love working here. I love being here. I love watching the numbers grow because of you. And I love the family that we're growing. And all the comments down below. Like I say, keep it coming because nothing gets blocked. The comments are wide open. Just be nice. You know, people are, and that's what this channel is all about. So remember, I respect each and every one of you in the whole Bag family, especially you. So take a story, have this story. You're going to see something you've never seen before in your bloody lives. And you'll think, Steve, you are absolutely crazy. You might be right with that. Have a look at this. Enjoy it. It's not that long, but it tells you a story. I'll be back right after to finish off about Wrexham. What I think's coming down for a kind of game, and what we need to watch out for Forest Green Rovers, who are fighting for their lives. Now watch something you've never seen before. You've seen it in different ways, I can guarantee you, but not like this. And people say, Steve, you've got balls. Wrexham. Oh, yes. I love that. And I'm panning away, and I'm panning away, and I'm panning away, and I'm going to show you what's loaded on the trailer behind. Other butchers at that. Yes. This is going to Calgary. I'm going to show you a few things, and I'll show you where I'm taking it as well. It's going somewhere which there's only one place that fixes these within 500 miles. That's where we're going tomorrow. I'll show you some more. Let's have a look from behind. It's in there pretty close, eh? I'd say we've got 6 inches at the back. We've got a foot in front, and that there, that's a big axle. Take 5,000 pounds on that axle. That car weighs 1,600 pounds. Okay, everybody, that there is a Grand Caravan here in North America. It's a lovely vehicle. But I want to show you what we're towing. This vehicle is a smart car. It's called a 4.2. Yeah? As I step away and you look at that trailer, it fits in there quite perfectly, doesn't it, eh? Well, it's a lovely day on the highway here in Alberta, 4 degrees. It's still chilly. But what I want to show you is the top of those mountains in the distance, okay? There's not a lot of snow up there. But if you look over there, there's a lot more snow on them mountains in the distance. But not a lot. 2024 is going to be another dry year. The grass is brown already. It's going to get worse. So there you go. Kind of different, eh? And I tell you, that's a normal utility trailer just with a massive axle on it. And I get a lot of looks when I take that up because it's a round trip. It's 1,000 Ks where I have to go, but I get a lot of looks and people are like, wow. And when I got to Mercedes, they couldn't believe it. But a couple of guys have seen me do that before at Mercedes with that vehicle, with that trailer, with that van, with WREXHAM on the back end. And that gives me such a buzz when I'm driving around with the WREXHAM plate. I'm not being a big head. It's just the simple things in life give you the most pleasure, right? And it's a simple thing to pay a little bit more money to get a personalized plate. Hey, if you haven't already done it, go do it, But I wouldn't advise putting bollocks on there if you're in Edmonton, and only those people who watch this show would know what that is all about. So, looking at the game, got a couple of things to say. I expect the win. I really do. It's been a long haul this season. It's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of nerves. It's been a lot of hours. It's been a lot of speculation. Really, at the end of the season, to watch your team, you need to go through all of that and really see it develop to the state that it has developed to right now. And as we paid our homage there earlier with Phil Parkinson, every single player and every single fan has played their part in making WREXHAM great this season. It may not end in a title, but I'm pretty sure it's going to end in promotion by the end of these next few games. And League One next year, like I say, 9 players is what I would be adding to this team, or squad, should I say, to make the grade and make another charge again. Can you imagine if that were possible? But the first thing is we've got to get past Forest Green Rovers, who are fighting for their lives and who are going to give everything. But I think when you hear it one more time, you're going to go, yes, Steve, we know. But in this game, just do the business is what I'm hearing about WREXHAM. They just got to do the business. And I'm not going to say arrogantly, but they literally destroyed Crawley with 4 moments of genius. And they did their homework. Phil Parkinson had the tactics absolutely smack on. So more of that, more of the clinical finishing, and more of the 3-point gathering. Get a win this weekend. It could be League One. I said we need 7 points out of the last 4 games. Win this, you only need a point, guaranteeing promotion to League One. And should MK Dons and Barrow not make it on the points this weekend, it could happen as quickly as this weekend to get into League One. And as I've said many times, League One is WREXHAM AFC's rightful place. That's where they should be. That's where they should never be anywhere else. And once they steadfast get in League One and solidify themselves as a League One top club, then the future can be anywhere from the Championship and beyond. Because I really feel with 2 owners that we've got, they're not going to stop now. They're not going to stop now. And I can't wait to see Ryan and Rob and the fans at the racecourse ground with PREGAME banners everywhere. I want to see that too. Get ready for the game. I'm always pumped. You know I am. It's what I live for. I hope you do too. I'm going to wear in my gear Big WREXHAM for the match. I hope you're too. And hey, tell me what you're thinking down below. And remember one thing, if you're here for the first time, like your ticket. Like your bloody ticket. Pay for your show. Get in here. Like the video. And become a member of the family. Subscribe in. You're going to love it. Every show's like this because of you. Forest Green Rovers. Let's have them. Cheers.